Well, I was in the band, started out in the band in 42, and back then the band was separated. The field artillery band lived in dorm 16, which was over in the North Gate area, and the infantry band lived in dorm 11, which was over in the new area over by Duncan Hall. And we only met for drill usually about once or twice a week. So it was really hard for us to remember all of the names and whatnot of the people in the infantry band. Well, of course, they had what they called issued instruments. You didn't have to play your own horn. So I had what we called a government-issued trombone. It would hardly slide or whatnot, but that instead of using your own instrument, you usually used one of those that had been there for years and years. Slide trombone probably wouldn't slide much. Well, of course, hazing was a no-no back then, but we always went to breakfast early, and we had to go back to the band hall in the dorm, and we had band practice without instruments. And that meant that you sat on the wall, sat on the little red stool. The sophomores usually did a bitch session during this time, and they'd play ping pong on your legs, and well, there's a little bit of hazing, you know, but not much. Doc Munson was on, I was on the same row as he was in the band, and I remember him getting a little flat rock, and he gave it to me and he says, "Freshman, I want you to wear this on top of your head. I don't want to ever see you without this rock on the top of your head." And there was a little round flat rock. And I kept it for a long time. All of the freshmen had a white fish stripe on the left cuff of their shirt. And that's how you could tell who a freshman was. That if he had a white stripe on his shirt, he was a freshman, wherever he might be, you know. And I remember the drill just before you became a sophomore, we took those stripes off and put tape on there, so at the drill we could pull the tape off real quick to become a sophomore. Well, we always had yell practice at Milner Hall, and as soon as yell practice was over, yell leaders would say, 15 per team, farmers fight, call in night. And the band freshmen would have to run to the dorm. Well, we ran from Milner over to 16 and ran kind of in front of the hospital, old hospital there and whatnot. But anyhow, there were some shrubs there that I guess he was a sophomore. I don't know who he was, but some guy would hide in those bushes, and as you'd run by, he'd hit you with a Sam Brown belt. Well, I decided I knew about where he was, and I had this old GI trombone, and as I was running past there, I just shoved that slide into those bushes. and all I heard was, "Ugh." So I guess I got him. I don't know who he was or what. Never, but he never was there anymore, anyhow. So I became a senior in September of 1944 and was selected to be the drum major. And we lived over there in Hart Hall and always marched into mass down Military Walk. And being drum major, that was quite a feat for me to be selected drum major.